everybody. This is Wendy Lovejoy. This is the real estate investing training for the day. We are live with the Yellow Letter Mentoring on Facebook. We're live on, oh wow, okay guys, I appreciate that you joined us even though it is an hour from the time we were supposed to start. Bad weather in Georgia, and so I am so excited to still be doing this. I think today you're going to have a little treat because we're role-playing the call. Okay, I see more. Daryl, hi, I see you. Other people have joined us. This is the Yellow Letter Mentoring training today. I'm not going to be with you long, but I want to share with you guys getting or dealing with motivated sellers and some of the objections. I know I get objections, and I've been in real estate going on over 28 years now, and I still get objections because that's just how people are when you are talking to them about something as important and as valuable as their property. I also wanted to show you that when I go out to meet a seller, which is another reason that I'm late, is because I had to meet this evening or drop off a contract to a seller. I normally, when I go to a seller, you notice I have on no jewelry. I don't want to have them see me wearing something that is going to make them feel like, okay, she's pretty wealthy, or she's successful, or she has a lot of money, so I don't want to come down on my price. So I'm very plain but professional. That's another thing I want you to think about when you're getting ready to go meet a seller. This is a whole mindset. Now, if you're doing high-end properties, then you would dress the part because you're dealing with high-end properties. But what I'm talking to you now is basically for an average price point. So I'm going to share with you some of the objections I had. And some of the objections that people have sent me, because I've shared with people that this week, if you're in our closed Yellow Letter Mentoring Facebook page, I'm going to be doing a Q&A on that page only. It is open to anybody. It is called the RIA, and it's a closed page. You can request to be on there, but it's only for real estate people. If you are a person that is in real estate and you want to connect with me more, I do trainings there that I don't do here. I'm going to be sharing at least one objection. I'm going to be role-playing it, and then I'm going to share with you some other information. Normally, I start with mindset, but we'll do the mindset after today. Again, this is Wendy Lovejoy, and you are on the Yellow Letter Mentoring live training. I shared with you guys before, you can download some of the worksheets that I offer in the program, and I am going to be working one of these worksheets now. So let's pretend I've just dialed my phone to somebody who received one of my marketing pieces, and they've already left me a message. I'm calling them back because they left me a message. So ring, ring. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, is this Shannon?
Who's this?
This is Wendy, and I sent you a note about the house, and you responded back to me. You left me a message.
Yes, I did. What did you say your name is?
This is Wendy Lovejoy.
Hi, can you tell me how you got my information?
Well, yes. First of all, are you the owner of 123 Main Street?
Well, I am, but that's how I'm curious to know, how did you get that type of information?
Okay. What I wanted to share, may I call you Shannon, or do I need to call you?
That's fine. Shannon is fine.
Okay, and please call me Wendy. I really appreciate that. One of the things I wanted to share is that I'm looking for a property in your area. So I did write about 4 people in the area, and 3 of you have responded. So I just want to make sure I confirm the address. And I wrote you because I wrote you. Somebody just sent me a message. I wrote you because I'm interested in a property in that area, and I got your particular house from public records. It's just public knowledge.
Okay, so I mean, how does this? If I was interested, what happens? Because I'm nowhere near ready to just move out or anything. So what would be the process?
Okay, first of all, I really want to answer that question just to make sure that I'm giving you the correct information and the right process. I have a couple of questions that'll just make me have all the knowledge that I need to give you the best possible options. And so let's start with this. If you are thinking about selling the house, can you tell me, like, what would you be looking at price point for the house?
Well, Miss Wendy, that's another thing I wanted to speak to you about. I really don't want you to waste your time because there are other people that I would need to discuss this with, like my family. I am the owner, but I have a sister living here and I wouldn't want her to just be on the street. And so I kind of make the decisions with her. And so I don't want to tell you a price and then that's not feasible and I'm held to that price.
And I understand that, and I really appreciate it. So let's do this. Let me just collect some information right now. Again, let me confirm the property address. It is 123 Main Street?
Yes, it is.
Awesome, awesome. And the complete name on the deed, is your sister on the deed with you, or is it that you've just allowed her to stay in the house?
No, well, she is not on the deed. The house was left to me by my grandmother who passed, and since she is a part of, our family, I even though she's not on the deed, I'd like for her to be a part of making those decisions because that was her grandmother as well.
And I can empathize with you, and I will make sure that we take that into complete consideration. Did you say the house has 2 bedrooms or 3?
Well, it's actually 3, but we knocked down one of the walls to make it a bigger master bedroom.
And what about the bathrooms? I just want to confirm you may have added a bathroom and it's not on public records yet. Do you have 2 bathrooms, 2.5 bathrooms?
We have 3 full bathrooms.
3 full bathrooms, that's great. And can I ask you if there's a garage and how many cars fit in the garage?
2-car garage.
Okay, and are there any HOA fees? Because in your community there's usually an HOA. Are there any fees that I have to?
Yes, it's about $375 a month, but that includes like trash and lawn maintenance and the pool as well. So what do you think something like that I could get for that?
Okay, and once I collect all the information, I want to give you the most money possible. I'm definitely interested in working with you. So I'd really like to understand, is there a mortgage on the house or has the house been paid off?
Well, there's no mortgage on it, but you think you can give me like a range? I won't hold you to your nut. I just want to know like what kind of house, what I can get for that. Can I get a range or something?
Okay, Shannon, I appreciate that you really want this number. What I found in the past is once I throw a number out, even though people say they don't want to be held to that number, they end up thinking that is the correct number. I'd hate to give you a number now when I could do so much better after I collect all the information. Is there a driveway? Have you done any additions to the house? Any work that you've done since the house has been left, or your parents did before they left you the house? Does the house need work?
We did some cosmetic work to the house, so I wouldn't say it needs any work. There is a driveway and there's a sidewalk. So it's in a great community, but and then the only addition that we made is knocking out that wall, so we have a master bedroom suite on the top floor that's completely for the master bedroom, but that's it.
Okay, and do you know the square footage of the house?
No, that I wouldn't know that. I don't know that.
Okay, is there anything that you like about the house? Did you grow up in the house? Any parts of it you can tell me that wouldn't show up with me just doing research?
My mother grew up in this house. We as the grandchildren grew up in this house, and I have that are in this house. It's been in the family for some time now, which I would think would also give me a little bit more money, right?
Well, if you and possibly so, but if you were to tell me the things you don't like about the house, what would they be?
I would just say that we've outgrown it. I wouldn't say that there's anything I don't like. Maybe if there was 2 bedrooms downstairs instead of just one on each level, more people might be able to fit in here. But I mean, it's perfect for what we have going on for us.
Okay, so now, and you did say you have a relative that lives with you don't want to just put out. Since you will be moving, where do you think you'd want to move to if you could?
That I'm not sure about. See, Miss Wendy, I got this letter, and I kind of just really wanted to see, if it was even worth having a conversation based on the amount. So I really haven't worked out anything. It was kind of like I got the letter, and then I was like, boom, give Miss Wendy a call.
How most people feel when they receive my mom. However, just so that I can take care of everything you're going to go through with the sale of this house, I definitely, if you knew where you were going to go, where would that be?
I don't know. I would probably want to go out of state somewhere. It just depends on where I'm led to. I don't know yet.
Okay, and if you didn't have to concern yourself, if I give you, let's say you were going to get $1 million for this house, where would you move to then?
I would move to out of state somewhere, either California or Florida.
Okay. And let's say, what about work and all of that? How is that, going to be? Would you be able to work in another state?
Yeah, that's not no issue. Do you have anything in California I can go to? Or
Definitely,
do you have referrals for jobs?
Yes, I can help you with all of that once I collect all this information, because one of the things I want to make sure that we take care of is everything that you want to get accomplished. I'm not here just to, get the house and say to you, I'm going to give you 20,000 or 100,000. I definitely want to make sure that it's a win-win situation for both of us. With that being said, can you tell me anything about the school district, anything that you feel would add value to this property?
I don't know what the school district ranking is now, because my children are too young and we haven't been in school for a very long time, so that I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I do know that there's private schools here and there's public schools here. It's just, I don't know about any ranking or anything like that.
Okay, and you definitely need to move, what is it, your aunt?
I know that's my sister, but yes, I would definitely want to make sure that she was taken care of as well.
Okay, now based on the information I've collected, you have no mortgage. There's really no upgrades that have been done recently. Am I correct?
Just the cosmetic work, the granite work I said we did, and the opening of the top level, that's it.
Okay, and was that done by you guys or was it done by your parents?
We did that.
Okay, awesome. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and do my research. Even though I can pay cash for the house, I have to make sure that the numbers make sense. I've collected everything I need to collect. When would be a good time for me to have somebody come in and look at the inside of the house? Because right now I just wanted to respond back to you from the marketing piece that I sent you, and I really appreciate the fact that you opened it and you gave me a call back. When would be a good time to make an appointment to go and see the inside of the house?
Well, I have to work. I could rearrange my schedule, but I want to make sure I'm not doing it for nothing. Can we talk about some numbers before I rearrange my schedule?
I really couldn't give you the best number possible without seeing the inside of the house, or at least sending somebody that I have in your area to take a look and be able to take the pictures, because they know the things that I need to see to be able to give you the best possible price. When would be a good day and a good time to get into the property that works best for you?
Well, let me get with my sister, and then I'll just have to give you a call back or figure out if she can take off of work, because I wouldn't be able to take off of work for that, but I'm pretty sure she has a more open schedule. So let me just get with her, and then I can give you a call back within the hour.
Can I ask you, are either one of you available? Do you work after church? Do you go to church on Sunday? Would Sunday be a good time, maybe after church, or does that work for you?
Not really. Weekdays are really the only days, because Sunday, that's my family day, so we're not going to do that. But weekdays are best, but I work, so I would need to get with my sister and find out if she can rearrange her schedule.
I appreciate that. Just so I make it very convenient for you, if you were to know when your sister could make it, what would be the best possible? I'm not going to hold you to it. Would it be better on a Monday? Would it be better for her on a Wednesday? And the only reason I say that is because I have so much going on. To be a day you choose when I wouldn't have my full attention on helping you out. What would be a good day if that has worked? It would
probably be a Monday, but I still would have to go back and confirm that with her. I don't really know her schedule. So.
That makes sense. And so if it were on a Monday, what would be a good time for your sister? And I'm just going to pencil it in, and I won't put it in ink until you call me back and confirm it. Would it be better for her in the mornings or the afternoon?
Well, she normally works in the morning, but, you know, her job is on call, so I really don't know that. I just, if you give me about an hour, I'll call you back and give you a direct time.
That makes sense. So I will give you a call back in 1 hour. And again, my goal is to give you the most money possible. I can promise you that other investors, other even realtors, may give you a call about this property because it is public knowledge. And when they do, they may offer you a little bit more, but they may not be able to close the property and get you the most money in your pocket when they're sitting at the closing table. So I'm really hoping that you and I have the opportunity to communicate with each other a little bit more so that I can give you the most money that is out there for your house. Does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Let's talk in an hour.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Shannon. Thank you. Bye-bye. So if you noticed, one of the things that happened with this particular objection is that she's motivated, but she's not at the point where she knows how motivated she is. Why I didn't give her a price point is because I never give an offer to somebody until either myself, if I'm buying in another state, I send somebody in that area to go take pictures, to do a walkthrough with a video so I can see, because there's certain things that you have to look for when you are looking at real estate. You have to look and see if it's, you know, there's roof issues. I didn't even ask her all of that because she seemed to be a little bit focused on something else. She was really just focused on the price point. And I just wanted to collect information on the first call. That's all I'm after when I do the first call with somebody. Whenever somebody responds to any of my marketing pieces, I'm not saying I'm going to give you $100,000, $50,000, $1 million. I never, ever, ever give them a price point on the first call. My only goal on the first call is to make them understand that I am trying to do what is best for them. So I'm always collecting that. And that's what I wanted you to get out of today's training, that your first call is never to just say $250,000 or to say this is what you're going to get. In my experience, I found as soon as you give somebody a dollar amount, if that's not the money they had in mind, they're not going to answer the phone again. Or if somebody else, if you tell them $100,000 and somebody else tells them $150 just to get the deal, they're not going to respond to you again. Or you may tell them a number, and you can go see her if you want to. Yeah, because I could tell you need to go. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for doing that role play with me, Shane. I appreciate it. So most people, what they do is they give a price point out, and after you go look at the property, you find out it needed more work. I've had sellers say to me, we put in brand new this, and you get there and it's not brand new anything. And so I never battle. I kind of push in a nice way, but I don't battle the person. Because if you notice, one of the things I like to say to the sellers is when they tell me I don't know this, I'll say, if you were to know, what would that be? Okay, because in their inner, they know what they really want to accomplish. And I'm a strong believer in building the rapport with the seller and then making sure the numbers work for me. I had a situation today where somebody called me back from my marketing piece, and their energy was so like this that I said, it's not worth it for me. I don't go after deals where it's a battle all the way. I will stay on the phone with the person, even if I have to have 3 conversations before I run over and put something in contract, and then the person's harassing me all day, or every second, they come up with another issue. If you take on sellers that are not willing to have built some sort of rapport with you or understand that you're leading them, it is their house, but you're leading them, I guarantee you that she will call me back in an hour and confirm that appointment, because that's what they do. They call you back if they say they will call back, and you've built rapport. And I left it with the ending of, I am here to do the best thing for you. I'm not here just to say, you know what, your house is worth $100,000. I can get it for $30,000. I could put in $5,000 worth of work. I could sell it for $40,000 and make $60,000. That's not what I do with my deals. I like to build the rapport, so if situations come up, I have a relationship with the seller where they will even tell me, another investor called me and said this, because sometimes investors will badmouth other investors. I didn't do that. I just said some investors will tell you they can give you more money. I didn't say Mary Smith, the investor. I didn't say Jane Doe, the realtor. You don't want to do that. And I found by building rapport with the sellers, they will give you referrals for other sellers in their family. So I've had the main objection that I seem to get people asking me is, how did you find out about my house? If that is an objection you get, or you normally want to tell them, it's public record, it's public knowledge. If you bought a list, tell them. There's public information, and it's on a list that I have, or in your area I was just looking for a house, and I decided by looking up your information, again, public knowledge, this is what I was able to find out on my own. Now I'm having this conversation with you so I can find out a little bit more, and if we see we can work together, then I can offer you a lot more money in your pocket.